Welcome back to the hostess city with the mostest city and in-market arena. If you're watching the UPSHOT League action on this floor here tonight, your heart might still be recovering. Game one of this 3-game weekend series just gave us an instant classic, an 81-76 overtime thriller where the Savannah Steel protected home court behind a clutch 16-point performance from Lauren Taylor. But tonight, it is a brand new chapter. We're live for game 2, and you can bet the Charlotte Crown are hungry to get even. I'm Destiny Hartwell, along with on this call with Alexis Pierce. Alexis, tell me about Charlotte Crown getting even.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Destiny. I just don't think that the Crown ever found a flow. They never got into their brand of basketball. 14 points in transition isn't what Coach Trish wants to play. They want to play fast. They want to generate stops and get out in transition. You talk about a team that scored 105 points on opening night against the Jacksonville Waves. One of their better players in AD also didn't really have a great offensive productive night last night as well. But I would definitely look to see a difference here tonight. But as for the Steel, hats off to them. I thought they did a really good job of controlling the tempo of the game. They were being very disciplined, something that Coach Ross talked about a little bit yesterday in the press media conference yesterday. But I also thought that they did a really good job of turning over the Charlotte Crown. 20 turnovers is not what you want to see from basketball, and that's not how you expect to win basketball games. But I also thought the Steel did a really good job of getting to the free throw line. As you mentioned yesterday, Ayanna Moore, 11 for 12 from the free throw line. And we talked about late game execution. That has been their Achilles heel all season long, but they bounced back yesterday. And I look for them to keep that same momentum going into this here game. But I also look for the Charlotte Crown to exploit them as well going into this one.
Absolutely, and exploit, we hope they will. This, again, is going to be a tight game, a tough game at that. We're getting the starters right now. We're expecting that we're seeing Sydney Shaw, Lauren Taylor, Megan McConnell, Olivia Cochran, and Laisha Petrie starting for the Steel. And when the Crown get on the floor, we'll get their starters as well. But we are just expecting a really tight game. The Crown are looking to bounce back from this. They're looking to unleash just that dangerous perimeter game that they have. Find the answers for the Steel's defensive pressure and split just these first 2 games before heading back home to Queen City tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's going to be a good one, like it was last night. I hope so.
Yes, we are excited. When we come back, we'll get the tip-off. Please be ready. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball.
The Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single-game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit GhostPiratesHockey.com.
And we're back at Enmarket Arena. We're about to tip off for the Crown starting 5. You have Deja Kelly, AD, Lily Grissett, Michelle Onya, and Reagan Richardson. Very similar, the same starting 5 they had yesterday as well. And that is the same for the Savannah Steel with the same starting 5. We're going to have Michelle Onya and Olivia Cochran to jump it off. And we're ready to get this game going. The Crown control it as AD grabbed the jump ball. Kelly with the drive. She couldn't get that to go, but the ball will be out on the Steel, so it'll remain under the basket for the Crown. The Steel will control that after a missed jump shot by Kelly. Petrie with the move down low. And we have our first foul. While they get that foul situated, Alexis, tell me about some keys to this game.
Well, that was one of them right there. The Charlotte Crown has to limit second chance opportunities. 24 points off second chance opportunities is too many. Charlotte has to limit that. And also take care of the basketball. 20 turnovers that I mentioned earlier on is just way too many. And get stops and get out in transition. And as for the Savannah Steel, stay disciplined. They did a really good job throughout the stretch of the game yesterday defending without fouling. And then also get shooters involved early. That was one of my keys to the game yesterday. They didn't get involved early, but they got involved eventually. And I think that's what catapulted them to win that game yesterday.
Taylor can't get her second one to fall, but the Steel do control that rebound. Cochran steps out of bounds for the Steel. That is a turnover, and the Crown will be taking the ball the other way. Kelly brings the ball across the midcourt stripe. Michelle Onya just staying composed in the paint and staying calm and getting that easy spin move to the inside deep in the paint to get her first bucket of the night.
Yeah, I thought Michelle Onya did a really good job yesterday of putting pressure on Olivia Cochran as well. I think they were kind of playing a back and forth game a little bit, but I think she's already getting started early on.
That'll be a foul on Lily Grissett, and she will go take a seat, and we'll see Jasmine Roberts come in for the Crown. Still move the ball around the perimeter. Petrie with the shot, couldn't get it to go. Steele grabbed the rebound. Sydney Shaw pulls up for the three herself, and she makes that the first three of the evening for anyone in this game.
And that's what you want to see from the Savannah Steel, getting going early outside the perimeter for their shooters.
Some good ball movement by the Crown, but they can't get it to go. Lauren Taylor with the drive and can't get her shot to land, but she does get the foul call. And the Crown have 3 quick fouls in this quarter already, and it just started. It's only 10-minute quarters, so playing only 2 minutes now, you have 3 fouls. Team fouls, what do you do?
I mean, you stop fouling. I just think that Savannah Steel is getting downhill. They're doing a really good job of converting. Whether or not they're making the basket or not, they are putting some pressure on the Charlotte Crown, getting to the free throw line. That's what they did a really good job yesterday. Obviously, is how they won that game. Essentially, in my opinion, getting to the free throw line. I think that's how you win. Is that if that's their bread and butter, you don't go against your identity in that front.
And Lauren Taylor makes both her free throws. Deja Kelly driving. That's good hands by the Steel. The ball will remain with the Crown. But there's some good movement defensively for the Steel. Onya gets the ball down low and makes it. Keeping her team in this game. She has all the points for the Crown so far.
And what was a kind of a head scratcher for me yesterday, Destiny, was Charlotte Crown had 42 points in the paint. I don't see how you lose a basketball game with 42 points in the paint, honestly. But if they continue to do that in this game, I think they can find some success early on.
There's another foul for against the Crown. Lauren Taylor will be at the line again for the Steel. That is the 4th team foul for the Crown already, and it's only been 2.5 minutes of this game.
And that's going to really suck for Charlotte because they're going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way with 7:33 to play.
Lauren Taylor at the line. And 42 points in the paint. I have no idea how you make 42 points in the paint and do not win a basketball game. But that also just kind of showcases how the Crown they did get downhill. It did show they did get some movement. And fortunate for the Steel, they just played a little bit better. Taylor gets her one free throw to go for the 2. Crown with the basketball. Crown in the purple jerseys, Steel in the pink. AD on the drive for the Crown. A little bit too hard. Sydney Shaw heading the other way for the Steel. Spin move in the paint and gets her shot to go. That was easy money for Shaw.
That was a tough move by Shaw there.
Durr with the drive and finally gets a shot to fall for herself, getting her on the board.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic night for AD yesterday. Only 3 points, so I look to see her get going earlier in this matchup here tonight.
Shaw fighting through some defense. Still moving the basketball. Olivia Crown in the paint, can't get that shot to fall. Megan McConnell controls the rebound, gets over to Shaw for another 3. She can't get that to go. It'll be out on the Steel. Crown basketball heading the other way.
But as we mentioned, that's another opportunity for a second chance points for the Savannah Steel. I mean, the Charlotte Crown really has to do a good job of boxing out and limiting those second chance opportunities for Savannah Steel.
The Steel had 24 to 12 second chance points in that game, and for most of the game, the Crown were leading that, right?
Yeah.
So for it to just turn the way it did in that fourth quarter and that overtime back quarter was very interesting. Reagan Richardson with a tough take to the basket to get her on the board. The Steel up 9-8. Megan McConnell with the drive, and she'll get that shooter's touch and get that shot to fall to make it a 3-point game.
You just gotta love Megan McConnell. She's just super feisty. She brings a good spark that the Savannah squad needs. I just like where she can just put her head down and get to the basket.
Onya said, oh yeah, she's gonna make sure she gets her points tonight, as she has 6 of the Crown's 10 points already. Megan McConnell with a tough shot.
And as you can already tell, Destiny, this is a different pace than we've seen yesterday. It was more slow, more methodical early in the first half, but now we're seeing some up and down play between these two teams.
I feel like we're seeing the fourth quarter now.
Yeah, exactly.
But fast is how the Crown like to play, correct?
Yeah, that's their bread and butter.
And this is how, in order for teams to beat the Crown, they have to slow it down, just like the Steel did yesterday. And I feel like the Steel took a little information from the Greensboro's playbook when they played the Crown and slowed that game down a little bit. And so they're playing a little bit faster, and it looks like it's going to be more to the Crown's liking of pace for this game.
Yeah, for sure. Charlotte really wants to speed you up. This is a team that thrives in transition, but only way you can do that is by generating stops. And that's what they have to do in order to push the ball, get up in transition. I think that's what they're trying to do right now, obviously getting AD involved a little bit early, getting Deja Kelly involved early. Lily Grissett, she hasn't been in yet, but she's better in the open floor as well. So if they can generate some stops and get out in transition, they'll be playing their brand of basketball.
Well, we will see if they will continue to play their brand of basketball when we come back. The Savannah Steel lead 11-10. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
And we're back at In-Market Arena for some Savannah Steel basketball. And already we're seeing the points in the paint with Michelle Onya for the Crown just being really, really up there. So talk to me, tell me, Alexis, when you look at the stats right now, you see the points in the paint, difference between the Crown and the Steel, but what about those second chance points and how do they kind of make sense for the Steel right now?
Yeah, 5 points and second chance opportunities for the Steel. This is exactly what they did yesterday. They really did a good job of putting a body on the Charlotte Crown players and getting some offensive boards to get second chance opportunities. If they continue to do that in this game, which they already are, I think that they could really be successful and get another win.
I completely agree. And we're just seeing some fast play by both teams right now. They've been up and back on the floor about 2 trips since we've been talking, and this game got back to going. There's some good defense played by the Steel, some good offense by the Crown. Like right there, Ebony Walker with the wide open bunny, but can't get it fall. And now the Steel are heading back the other way with Q Morrison.
That touched every part of the women, did not go in.
It hit every single part of the rim. It just swirled around and bounced right back out. Q Morrison coming off the wheel cut. Cochran gets to Diana Moore, who tries to get a quick little reverse layup, but Roberts just there to play some tight defense. The Crown can't get their layups to fall. They're wide open layups, so can't get them to fall, but Richardson stays with it and draws the foul from the Steel. That'll be the first team foul for the Steel.
Yeah,
and she'll be at the line shooting too.
I think the Charlotte Crown are just moving a little too fast. They're getting out in transition, which is a good thing, but they have to finish their layups. Granted, they were able to get to the charity stripe there, but that wide open layup by Deja Lawrence, that could have been a bucket for them.
Richardson makes the first for the Crown. Preparing to shoot the second. She gets a shooter's bounce on that one and gets her second one to go. And now the Crown have the first lead of the game, 12-11. Harmony Turner on the wheel cut. She gets over to Ariel Colon, who gets Laisha Petrie in the lane. Petrie can't get her shot to fall. Welch on the drive and the pull-up. Too strong. Moore with the rebound. And Moore will draw the foul on Roberts.
And Roberts was riding Moore the entire time. I was looking for the foul call myself.
I was interested to see when they were how long it was gonna take for them to call that. I mean, Moore also was trying to fully grasp possession of the basketball when she was dribbling it. She had it and then didn't, had it and then didn't. And so Roberts was kind of trying to toy with her a little bit, play some cat and mouse right there, but just got the foul instead.
But just a heads-up play by Ayanna Moore, knowing that they're already in the bonus and she can get to the charity stripe with another 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. I think for the Charlotte Crown, they continue to be aggressive this first quarter. They could really get ahead and kind of push the pace for themselves.
Moore makes her first free throw and ties it up, 12 all, 3:15 left in the first. Moore gets the second, and the Steel will have the lead again, 13-12. Some good movement by the Crown right now. Laisha Petrie with the defense, and that'll be off on the Crown. Petrie just getting her hands in there, and it rolls off of Walker's leg.
It seems like the refs are letting them play early on. I wonder if that would be the case in the second half. It was a big difference in yesterday's game. There was a lot of foul calls in that second half.
And in those tight games, you don't necessarily want to see a lot. A step through by Cochran, but she can't get her layup to go in.
And really good play by Olivia Cochran yesterday. She was on a tear, just absolutely dominating in the interior.
I think we're going to get a defensive 3 seconds by the Steel on Ayanna Moore. So the Crown will shoot a technical foul free throw. Onya ready to check in. Welch at the line, shooting for the Crown. She can't get that one to fall. The Crown will have the basketball as well. Welch looking to inbound it. And she gets it in to Deja Lawrence, who gets it over to Onya. Onya kicks it out to the 3. Can't get that 3 to fall, but a good rebound by the Grissett, but she can't get her shot to fall either.
Wow.
I feel like we've seen a lot of that on both sides of the
so many
arena
missed
right now.
opportunities for both teams, as you mentioned.
Harmony Turner dancing with Welch. They did a lot of dancing yesterday as well.
Yeah.
With each other. Robert's trying to spin, but can't get on the inside of Turner. Kicks it out to Welch for the 3. Welch can't get it to fall. It'll go out on the Steel, and it'll remain Crown basketball.
And this is something that Coach Ross talked about yesterday, just playing teams back-to-back. This is their second game of 3. They played, obviously, last night as well. They're still ironing out the kinks a little bit. These teams are still finding their identities. They're still learning each other. And they're just really kind of putting the pieces together. So you're going to see a lot of miscues, a lot of different rotations that are happening between all these teams, not even just the Savannah Steel and the Charlotte Crown, but you got Greensboro Groove as well and Jacksonville Waves. These teams are still trying to figure it out right now. We're only about 5-6 games in, so they're still ironing out the kinks a little bit.
Ironing out the kinks they are, as Harmony Turner gets the spin and the extra step on Deja Lawrence to get her first few points of this game. Good ball movement by the Crown. Deja Lawrence gets her get back by coming down and scoring some points of her own to keep the Crown in this game with the Steel having a 1-point lead.
I don't believe Deja Lawrence got back into that game after she took that charge earlier in the first half. So I'm glad to see her. She's back healthy and going, because they'll definitely need her for this one.
Onya might have got a little tapped up there, I personally feel like, but the referees don't call it. Still have the basketball going the other way. So that was good defense by Petrie. Moore gets it into Cochran. who's making a move on Roberts. Can't get her shot to fall. Has to kick it out. No look pass by Turner to Moore. Moore was moving on the inside, so it was a little far. Turner saying, stay in your spot. You was wide open.
Just a little miscommunication. That's to my point. These teams are still learning and figuring each other out. So it's going to take some time. It's a long season, 34-game season, and they'll see the Charlotte Crown team a lot. They'll see a lot of these teams a lot.
Deja Kelly checks back in for the Crown. Maybe we'll see a little bit more control by the Crown offensively with her back in this game at the point guard position. Onya just playing some tight defense. Some good offense right there to get that shot to fall, to give the Crown the lead. And then she says Moore is too small after she gets that shot to fall. Harney Turner trying her best to get that last shot for this game, for this quarter, but it'll end the way it is. The Charlotte Crown have a 1-point lead over the Steel, 16-15, and we'll continue this game when we come back. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Welcome back to Enmarket Arena, where the Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 16-15. We're getting ready to start this second quarter, but that first quarter has just been so eventful. There's so many things going on for both teams. Some miscues, some missed shots. How do you kind of get your team going in this moment if you're either the Charlotte Crown or the Savannah Steel?
I think both of the coaches on both sides are saying, hey, slow down. I think they just need to focus on the finish. Both teams do a really good job of finishing baskets. I think they're just a little sped up in this moment, especially Olivia Cochran. She hasn't found the bottom of the net quite yet, but I think that she will if she just focuses a little bit on finding the square, and that's what Lauren Taylor just did for the Savannah Steel. They just need to slow down a little bit on both sides.
I think it helps that we're seeing the Crown when Olivia Cochran's in, Michelle Onya is in. When she's not in, Michelle Onya takes her break. So I think we're gonna see a big battle between the two of them this whole night. And so far, Onya is just winning that battle with the points in the paint. I mean, the Crown have the 12-6 points in the paint. As Quinzia Fulmore gets her first points of this game. Still have the basketball. Lauren Taylor on the inside at the elbow. Harmony Turner with the ball now. Gets it over to Lauren Taylor with a no-look pass. But Richardson and Fulmore get their hands on it, so it'll remain with the steal.
Really good look by Harmony Turner, but I think Reagan Richardson, Reagan Richardson telegraphed that pass the whole way.
Absolutely. It will actually be Crown basketball, so it goes out on the steal. Durr with the three-point shot, and she gets her shot to fall. Crown with the 21-17 lead over the steal. 8:42 left to go in this quarter.
And as I mentioned, you want to see AD get going early because AD can fill it up. She can fill up the basket ever since she was in Louisville. So have her AD only having 3 points yesterday, very uncharacteristic. But you can see AD has definitely contributed 5 points early on.
Absolutely. And then on the other side of that, I mean, Coach Stafford Odom is very confused by the call. Lauren Taylor with the drive, and Welch tries to take the charge. But the reason why it's called a blocking foul is because Welch actually starts falling before Taylor even makes the contact. So that's going to be a blocking foul because at that point you're on the floor when she's still going up. So now you're disrupting the way she plays and goes up for that shot. So that was the blocking foul on Welch. Taylor misses the first. Ariel Cologne coming in for Harmony Turner. Again, we're seeing that the Steel do have 2 forwards out, so we will see a lot of smaller lineups with the Steel tonight. Taylor makes her second.
What I've also noticed as well, Destiny, is that Lily Grissett has not entered this basketball game yet. I don't know if it's for strategy. I don't know if it's for injury, but she's someone that can definitely be helpful to the Charlotte Crown. And she's been in their starting lineup for these past since the beginning of this UPSHOT League.
That's going to be an offensive foul by the Steel on Petrie. So Crown will get the basketball back.
And Lily is someone that Coach Tricia Stafford Odom praises. She's been their captain since the beginning of the UPSHOT League, and she just said when Lily talks, everyone listens, and she's just been a true veteran for this squad.
Crown get the ball in to Fulmore, trying to get the spin on Taylor and can't get her shot to fall. Richardson comes in and taps it out of bounds, trying to make sure no one gets that rebound stat. So it'll be Steel basketball heading the other way. Megan McConnell gets it over to Moore. Moore driving. Kicks it out to Shaw. Kicks it out to McConnell. And McConnell's going to get a travel call, and that'll be a turnover for the Steel, and the Crown will get the ball back, heading back to their goal.
I would have really liked to see Shaw, after she turned the corner and getting downhill, if she kicked back to Ayanna Moore for the 3, she was wide open there.
Or Megan McConnell take that shot, a little heat check, ain't never hurt nobody. Steel control that rebound, then missed shot by the Crown. Shaw driving, kicks it out to Moore in the corner. And Ayanna Moore makes her first 3 of the evening. Still down 2, make this a 1-possession game. 23-21, 7 minutes left to play in this quarter.
And that's something that we didn't see in that first half yesterday. The Steel shooters getting shots. They got the shots, they weren't hitting them, but now we're seeing them hit them in this game.
And that'll be a turnover by the Crown. Ariel Cologne. Megan McConnell gets that rebound and gets it to go. Good defense by Chloe Welch to stop Cologne, but no other Crown down there to help her out for the rebound, so Megan McConnell gets that second chance and makes it. Welch with the drive. and she'll get the foul call. That'll be a blocking a foul on Ayanna Moore. I don't think it was blocking foul. It was something else. Welch at the line, shooting 2. She misses the first. Game tied up 23-all. We're seeing Q Morrison and Olivia Cochran check in for the steal, and we'll see Megan McConnell and Sydney Shaw go take a seat.
We talked a little bit to Coach Ross yesterday during the post-game media, and she mentioned just the rotations with obviously with 2 forwards being out there having to really utilize their bench, which they did a really good job of yesterday. 30 bench points for Savannah Steel. Wow, a second travel call for the Savannah Steel. I think they're a little sped up right now.
Yes, and Ayanna Moore looking back to Coach Brown, asking her, did I travel? And Coach Brown's like, yes, you did.
You got to put that ball down first.
Right, that pivot foot kind of steps up before you move. The basketball is going to be travel all day. Crown trying to get some ball movement. Deja Kelly with a nice floater. Eric Cologne with better defense. Q Morrison just being a train down the tracks. She does get the foul call, but it's not going to be a continuation. The foul is on the floor, so she does make the shot, but it doesn't count. Maybe it does help her a little bit, you know, seeing the ball go in the basket. Maybe we'll see some more driving, some more layups, some more shots from her. We're going to take the immediate timeout right here. And when we come back, we're going to watch Q Morrison shoot some free throws. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarken Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarken Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
And we're back in Market Arena where the Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 24-23. 5:51 left to go in this half. And it has been an eventful game so far. A lot of missed cues, a lot of missed opportunity shots, but some threes have been falling on both sides of the court. So that has been what has kept these teams in this game, as well as just points in the paint. And those points in the paint aren't necessarily coming from Olivia Cochran for the Savannah Steel, but it's coming from the guards, actually, who are driving to the basket, getting downhill, and then on the other side, Michelle Onya just having her way in the paint on the Crown, staying composed and finishing at the rim.
Yeah, as you mentioned, obviously the Steel are doing a really good job of getting downhill, putting pressure on Charlotte, and getting to the free throw line.
Steel got the basketball to come back into this, come out after that timeout, and Ariel Cologne was her first three of this game.
And she had a little chatter with the Charlotte Crown bench after she knocked down that three. But to your point though, Destiny, really good job by the Savannah Steel of knocking down some threes earlier on. That's what I mentioned. They didn't do a really good job of yesterday, not until about the third and fourth quarter, and even that overtime quarter for Savannah Steel. But they're finding the bottom of the net early in this one.
I think also we're looking at the free throws. I mean, just the difference of free throws. Lauren Taylor getting the and one, and her chance to make another free throw for the Steel. But just looking at the difference in free throws of these teams, I mean, right now, the Savannah Steel are 7 for 10, while the Charlotte Crown are only 3 for 5. Now, both teams are shooting above 50% when they do get that, but just the discrepancy between the fouls and the attempts of free throws at the line right now are definitely in the Savannah Steel's favor.
I think the difference that the Savannah Steel is doing to get to the free throw line is they're being more aggressive. They're not necessarily looking for the foul call. They're just going head down and going for the basket, which has been successful for them. I think Charlotte is being a little, I don't want to say soft. That was a really good take by Reagan Richardson. She went in knowing that she wanted to make the layup, but I think other times that the Charlotte Crown has gone and they've been a little soft and haven't been getting that same foul call that the Savannah Steel is getting.
I think another reason for that is because we're watching Deja Kelly be on the bench a lot for the Crown right now, and that's definitely been a difference maker in this game in regards to just the getting downhill or being aggressive to the line, aggressive to get to the line. So with her on the bench, the Crown are not necessarily getting that aggression that they need to get there.
Yep. I also think that Coach Tricia Stafford Odom is kind of changing up the rotation a little bit, seeing what works for this Charlotte Crown team. Like I mentioned earlier, it's still early. And right now, if Deja Kelly may not be bringing that offensive production that she needs, she has a lot of other guards that can bring that production.
Absolutely. The ball is tapped out of bounds by the Crown, so the Steel do have it. I want the Steel guards to try to get better angles for Olivia Cochran. They're not giving her the angle she needs to get the ball on the inside, and I feel like that's what she's waiting for. That'll be an offensive foul by Moore, and the Crown will regain possession. Moore trying to get some answers as to what that call is for.
Coach Tricia doesn't agree with the call at all.
I think she doesn't agree with Moore's having something to say about that call. She says it was Moore discussing with her that she didn't foul her. And you saw Coach Stafford Odom just kind of motioning. You did. That was a charge. Letting her know that she knows she saw it. Crown with the basketball. Richardson just driving and being aggressive. She'll get that floater fade to go.
And again, Reagan Richardson, just a prolific scorer, made that mid-range jump shot. Then Q Morrison, I would like to see Q Morrison get a little bit more touches in this game. She didn't really play that much last game, but she's a really quick guard that is really explosive and can get to the basket at will.
Right, and then Q Morrison trying to kind of overplay that pass. And Deja Lawrence kind of took advantage of that because nobody stepped in front of her to cut her off on her drive. Eric Cologne with the wheel cut in the short elbow. Gets it out to Morrison, who pulls up for the three. And it's good. Getting out the net for Morrison. And Morrison is just being a lot more aggressive than she has been tonight offensively. She's always aggressive on defense. She leads this team in steals in regards to the steal. But just being aggressive offensively is, I feel like, something we're seeing from her that we don't see often.
Absolutely.
And she was definitely looking at how she should have shot that too.
Yeah, 0 points yesterday from Q
Ayanna
Morrison.
Moore. Right. So just her being aggressive offensively in this game is going to be a difference maker for her and for the steal. Lauren Taylor being a help defense to get that steal for the steal. Q Morrison being aggressive, gets it over to Ayanna Moore. And Moore will go up and get the foul from Deja Lawrence to be at the line. Shooting 2. The steal lead, 34-30, 3:11 left to play in this quarter. Deja Lawrence just wasn't standing straight up, you know, and that's how you kind of get those calls without and not a foul. You have to be straight up, so her hands are kind of down. She's kind of moving as well over into Ayanna Moore's space, and so she doesn't have sole possession of that space before Moore comes driving into it. So that is a foul by Lawrence. Moore's taking her time getting to the line. It hits every part of the rim and bounces out. So she misses the first. We're going to see Laisha Petrie and Megan McConnell come in for the steal, as well as Deja Kelly for the Crown. Moore gets her second one to fall. Steele with a 5-point lead. Onya driving on Olivia Cochran. Gets the foul. It'll be on the floor, no basket.
I would like to see the Charlotte Crown look to get Michelle Onya at least a touch. You got to get her at least a touch.
I feel like every
because
possession
good things, because good things happen when she gets the ball in the interior. And I think that even if she finds some success in the interior, she can, or doesn't find it, she can still kick out to their shooters. I think the Charlotte Crown could really utilize some outside jump shots right at this moment.
And we'll see what outside jump shots they can utilize when we come back from this quick break. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarken Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit GhostPiratesHockey.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarken Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Market Arena, where the Savannah Steel have the 5-point lead over the Charlotte Crown, 35-30, with 2:59 left to play in this half. We're seeing the dad cam go crazy right now as they're passing out some T-shirts right now, or throwing out T-shirts, mind you, not really passing them out. And, I mean, the six-man is just ecstatic to be here tonight. The six-man is the crowd. That is what Coach Brown likes to call the six-man. And they they do very well for the Steel in these home games, just making it hard for any team that comes here to have peace.
Absolutely. I mean, you definitely saw that yesterday in that overtime when they were in the game, if you will.
The only thing they didn't do was come on the court. This crowd can't get that shot to fall by Richardson. Steel have possession of the basketball. Megan McConnell picks up a dribble but gets it to Turner on the wheel cut. Turner driving on Welch, pulling it back out. Tries to get it into the paint but can't get it in. Again, that's another example of the Steel guards not getting good angles to get the ball into Olivia Cochran. And I feel like in order for the Steel to be able to compete with the Crown tonight, you're going to have to get those points in the paint. Cochran's going to have to get busy. Like in this moment right here, Cochran is at the top of the key, and Michelle Onya is the tallest person down there, rebounding the ball and gets 2 offensive rebounds right off the bat and her second chance points at that. Because the guards are trying to out-rebound her, and nobody's putting a body on her. Turner gets to the Cochran on the weak baseline. Megan McConnell on the drive. Cochran with the rebound, can't get it to fall. Onya controls it. Kelly driving on McConnell. Jasmine Roberts with an extra step, but can't get her shot to fall either. Still a lot of missed shots in this game on both sides of the basketball.
A lot of missed shots. And we didn't see that a lot yesterday, but I think, like we talked about, these two teams will meet again tomorrow. And I think just a lot of times your body gets a little fatigued, and you get a little, your mind gets fatigued as well. You're not focusing on the finish, and I think that's what's happening between these two teams.
Harmony Turner does get the step and the score. Still leading 37-32. Onya getting those possessions on the inside and those touches to really facilitate the basketball, and Kelly gets a corner 3 to go. Her first 3 of this game.
And we talked about outside jump shots for the Charlotte Crown. Right now they're 2 for 3 on the night. Well, I'm sorry, 2 for 4 on the night so far.
And the Steel will lose the basketball. Crown get possession of it, and Coach Stafford Odom calls the timeout. So 42.4 left in this half. Still have the 1 possession lead, 37-35. Crown have 14 fouls, the Steel have 3. So each team has a foul to give if you're looking to do that right now, to get some extra points on the board. Q Morrison goes to the table to check in for the Steel. And in this moment, when you're looking at just the score, looking at what both teams have been doing offensively, defensively, we talked about the miscues, we talked about the missed shots. If you were Coach Stafford Odom right now, who would you be drawing up a play for?
Well, I would definitely be looking to get Michelle Onya a paint touch. Like I mentioned earlier, she has to touch the ball.
And she did.
Yeah, for the Charlotte Crown team, and then push it exactly. So obviously get something going inside. That's where they found some success early in this game. And then if you're the Steel, you gotta take care of the basketball. Right now, 8 turnovers. The Charlotte Crown has 9 points off their 8 turnovers. So take care. We saw 2 back-to-back travel calls on the Steel early earlier in this quarter. I'm sorry. So just taking care of the basketball. I think they did a really good job of getting downhill, getting some second chance opportunities early on as well. So if they continue to do that, I think they can close out this game on top, or at least this half on top.
That's some good defense by the Steel. Kelly loses her handles. And it's interesting to see because you have Megan McConnell and Q Morrison in right now for the Steel. And that's the 2 point guards for this team right now. So when you have the 2 point guards for this team right now, would you have and they have Q Morrison bring the ball down the floor, being the play caller. McConnell in the corner. There's a shot clock down to 5. And the Steel throw the ball away as well. And that's just good transition basketball movement for the Crown. I think Onya looked like she was calling for the lob.
That was just another ill-advised turnover by the Savannah Steel. That's their 10th turnover. That's leading to transition buckets for the Charlotte Crown.
And they call a foul on the 3 by Deja Kelly on Q Morrison. Q Morrison looked a little confused as well as Coach Brown. That was a late whistle as well.
But that's not what you want to see if you're the Savannah Steel right now. This game is not it. Now Deja Kelly is going to the line for a 3-point opportunity the old-fashioned way. But now they're gonna probably up this lead going into the half. That's not what, at least by 3. That's not what you want to see if you're the Savannah Steel.
Right, Kelly does make the first. I was hoping they showed the replay. Kelly makes the second. Crown now up 39-37 with 0.9 on the game clock. So the Steel will only have opportunity to inbounds. Kelly makes the third. That was a long pass by Ariel Colon. It was, I feel like, a little crowded where she did try to throw the basketball. Petrie probably could have been on the other side of the court instead of her and Lauren Taylor being on both sides. I mean, but still do catch it. Can't get the shot off before the clock runs out of time. So we'll be heading into halftime. The Crown have a 40-37 lead over the Savannah Steel. When we come back, we'll have some conversation about what both teams have done in these first 2 quarters, and then what can we look forward to hopefully them doing in the second half to see who comes out on top. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
And we're back at In-Market Arena. Right now we're watching some dads for Girl Dad Night. Just maybe we can call this game right here. So that we got some girl dads taking the court to play some basketball and play a quick pickup game. They're calling a timeout. Seeing a lot of movement, some pick and rolls a little bit. Okay.
Shout out to the girl dads.
Dad's driving to the basket, a pull up mid-range, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound by the other dad team. Oh, and that was a pass to Casper the Ghost, but he didn't catch it. That's another shot by the dads. That shot does go over the backboard. I think it's a game to 3 maybe, because we see some shots go in already. Just having a fun night, Girl Dad Night. I do want to shout out my dad, who is in the crowd tonight, enjoying the game with my mom, coming to watch me tonight. So it's been very fun just to see them.
Shout out to my dad, too. He's in the crowd as well as my uncle. He's also a girl dad.
Dad's here. They showing up tonight.
Yeah, shout out.
So, as we just go and continue with this game, before I do that, we want to shout out our producer, Arch Pingle's dad. Also, Eric Pingle, shout out to him for just having such an amazing daughter who just does so much for us on this for this broadcast crew. We love Arch. Thank you, Arch, and thank you, Eric, for having Arch. So let's get back into this game, talking about just what did we see in that first half, stats-wise and everything going on, and what can we kind of gauge from both teams coming back into the second half?
Yeah, I think for the Charlotte Crown, they definitely went on a little run to go into the second half. Deja Kelly knocked down a 3. She also got fouled at three-point line as well. So now the Charlotte Crown team is up 3. Yesterday, the Steel were down 8 at the half. So we're doing better than yesterday. We're only down 3 right now. I think the Steel actually is doing a really good job, however, of playing through contact. They've been able to get to the free throw line. Right now, they're shooting 6 from 8 from the free throw line. 75%. So they continue to do that. I don't think they're out of this ball game at all. If they continue to be disciplined, as Coach Ross talked about yesterday, control the controllables, take care of the basketball. As I mentioned earlier, they have turnovers as well too. So I think the Charlotte Crown Savannah Steel needs to take care of the basketball, and then they'll find some success. But also, like you just mentioned to me, I didn't know this at first, but the Charlotte Crown are now getting to the free throw line. You didn't really see that a lot in that first quarter, but now they're 8 for 10. So I think they've been successful from there as well.
Yes, and no, we're also just seeing the change, right? The change in how they've been getting to the line, and then them making their free throws. Like I said, in that second quarter, especially in that end, there was a lot of Crown basketball, right? The Steel had a lot of unforced turnovers in that last little bit of time in this game, and it showed, and the Crown definitely took advantage of that. So we're definitely seeing that happen for the Crown, just being more aggressive, getting to the line. Right now in field goal percentage, they're shooting 40% both teams are actually kind of even field goal percentage-wise, 40% for the Steel, 41.7% for the Crown. So pretty even in field goal percentages, but 3 points, the Crown are shooting 50% to the Steel's 44%. So we're definitely seeing the Crown just take some better high percentage shots for in regards to their team's strengths, and it is paying off for them.
Yeah, talk about high percentage. The Crown has 20 points in the paint. Yesterday they had 40 points in the paint yesterday. So I think the Steel needs to do a better job of containing them in the interior. But as for the Charlotte Crown, they're playing their brand of basketball, as I continue to mention. They're getting out in transition. They're forcing turnovers. They're generating stops. They have 16 points off of the Savannah Steel's 12 turnovers. That's a recipe for success if you're the Charlotte Crown. I look forward to them to continue to do that throughout the rest of this game. And for the Steel, you just have to take care of the basketball.
Right, and we're looking at the scores in this game. I mean, Lauren Taylor, she leads her team right now with 10 points, and she is the only Steel player in double digits right now. The closest person to that is Ayanna Moore, and she has 6. So Lauren Taylor continuing just where she left off from last night with her first double digits in this game. Lauren Taylor also has 1 turnover for the Steel, as well as 1 assist, 1 steal. And then we're looking at the Reagan Richardson for the Crown, also with double digits, the only double-digit player for the Crown. And then Michelle Onya right behind her with 8 points. But we're definitely seeing more Crown players with points in this game on the floor, the bench coming in and doing what they have to do. Right now, the Steel actually lead in bench points because they're transitioning more players into the game versus the Crown. But definitely just being outscored as well in the quarters. The Crown outscored the Steel 16-15 in the first quarter, and then in that second quarter outscoring the Steel 24-22. Definitely those extra 2 points coming from Deja Kelly shooting those threes after getting fouled at the three-point line.
Yeah, for sure. To your point, Destiny, you just see a lot of balanced scoring for this Charlotte Crown team. As you mentioned, Reagan Richardson, 10 points. I haven't seen her score much since that first quarter, so I look forward to seeing her score a little bit more in the second half.
And I hope she continues to do that. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some keys to the second half for both teams in the Steel to get back in it and tie this game up, and then the Crown to just continue their dominance like they had in that last few minutes of that second quarter. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball, and we'll be right back.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarken Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit GhostPiratesHockey.com.
Savannah. The Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarken Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at SteelUpshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Welcome back to Enmarken Arena, where the Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 40-37. If you're watching your screen right now, you're definitely seeing some first half highlights, and in those highlights, you're seeing Michelle Onya just dominate for the Crown. Lauren Taylor try to keep her team in this game by being aggressive and getting to the basket as well. But the Crown just making some of those threes, some really nice shots really in that second quarter to pull themselves ahead and just create the shots they need to do to take the lead. Ariel Cologne also got a 3 in that first half as well, but it was still all Charlotte Crown. Michelle Onya again. Jasmine Roberts getting downhill to the basket. Deja Kelly just doing Deja Kelly things. With that nice 3 in the corner right there as well. Now Harmony Turner trying to drive and get her team in there as well and keep her team in there. We just hope the Savannah Steel can find the shots they need. We need Laisha Petrie. She's a player that just, again, leads this team. I think she's 97 points overall on this season so far in all these games. And so she's going to be a player we need to see get going. As we watch them warm up and we see her sidestepping, getting some threes going and just getting her shots up, because she's a player we're going to need to get some wide open threes and some open shots for this team. And then Megan McConnell practicing some free throws for her as well, because we're going to expect to see her just being more aggressive offensively in this second half for her team. We definitely need her, Megan McConnell and Q Morrison, to get busy and get going offensively for this team. That's going to help be a difference maker in regards to offsetting Olivia Cochran not getting as many points in the paint and being as aggressive as she was able to be in yesterday's game 1.
As you mentioned, Destiny, I think Laisha Petrie was the difference maker in that first game against these two teams. She came alive early. She came alive early in that second half, and I think she'll need to do that again in this game. Right now, she is only shooting 0 for 1 from the three-point line, where she found success yesterday. She's 0 from 3 from the field from the field as well. You got to get Laisha Petrie going. You got to get Ayana Moore going on the perimeter as well. Lauren Taylor right now is carrying the bulk of the offensive production for the Savannah Steel, but they'll need Olivia Cochran to get going. She had a really great game yesterday, but if she can, she's getting the touches. She just hasn't been able to find the bottom of the net and on some of those layups. So I hope that she can get going for the Savannah Steel squad.
She definitely does need to get going right now. She's had 0 points for the Steel, which is not like her. And so it definitely, yesterday's game was definitely one for the books.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be really interesting just to see the dominance that either team comes out with. Do the Steel come back with the same dominance they had in that fourth quarter and that overtime quarter? Or do the Crown just continue their dominance and getting their points in transition and then their points in the paint, with Michelle Onya just being the beast that she is? I promise you, there was a point in this game, in that first half, where she was asking for a lob, and I thought they was going to send it up to her. I was ready to let her have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be I'm really excited to see if she's going to get that dunk in this game that she seems to be asking for. I mean, this is Embark Arena, home of the Savannah Steel, but I can guarantee you this crowd will go crazy if there's a dunk in this game.
But as you mentioned, though, Destiny, the Savannah Steel cut a 12-point deficit yesterday going into the second half. I think if they can stick to being disciplined, being able to, like I mentioned, find their shooters, take care of the basketball. Right now, as I mentioned, they have 12 turnovers, which is not good. So they need to take care of the basketball. So I think if they can do that, find their open shooters, and find Olivia Cochran, I think that they'll be ahead in this game.
Well, the second half is underway in Market Arena. The Savannah Steel have possession. Lauren Taylor on the drive, and she kicks it out to Ariel Cologne for the corner 3. Taylor gets the offensive rebound. Grissett is in the game now, but she does get the foul call. Or, no, it'll be a turnover by the Steel. Grissett with some good defense, actually.
And that's the difference that Lily Grissett makes when she steps on the floor. She didn't play majority of that first half, but you can already see the difference that she makes for this Charlotte Crown team.
And she had 2 personal fouls, so that might have been why. Crown with the basketball at the top of the key. Durr with the 3, and she calmly gets that to go.
A.D. Durr doing what A.D. does.
Still looking to fight their way back. Lauren Taylor with a 3. It's a little rush. Sydney Shaw does corral the rebound for the Steel. Spin move, a step back. It's a little too hard, too far. That'll be almost a turnover, but it will stay with the Crown. after being touched by the steal on the way out. Richardson looking to inbound the ball. She gets it to the top of the key on Kelly. Kelly's driving on Shaw. Can't get it to go, but there's a late whistle, and that will be a foul.
And as you can see, Deja Kelly picking up where she left off in that first half after those 3 made free throws going into the half.
That foul will be on Ariel Cologne. Kelly at the line for the Crown. Kelly 3 for 3 from the free throw line already so far in this game. Kelly makes the first, now 4 for 4. Kelly gets her second to go, a full 5 for 5 at the free throw line. It gives the Crown a 45-37 lead over the Steel. Lauren Taylor driving. Cologne drives to the basket on Richardson, can't get it to go, but there will be a foul called. And we just want to shout out to the refs for this game. We got Praise Russell, Tasha Taylor, and Jasenia Borges-Roman just doing, in refology, just doing what they got to do. Thank you to them for being present in this game tonight. Just a reminder for the fans watching, the Savannah Steel are missing 2 forwards in Z Spearman and Carissa Richardson, which is why Olivia Cochran and Lauren Taylor are getting so much playing time right now and having to kind of tag team each other out every now and then, every few minutes, to not get fatigued. Cologne does miss her first. Spearman out with a knee injury. Richardson with an ankle injury.
But to Lauren Taylor and Olivia Cochran's credit, there hasn't really been much of a drop-off in that department. I mean, they've been both playing exceptionally well, and they got that win yesterday, and they look to do that again today.
Kelly with the pull-up, mid-range, can't get it to go. Megan McConnell zooming down the floor for the steal. Lauren Taylor driving on Onya, spin move on the inside, gets it to go. Finally getting the first points, for the steal, besides that free throw by Cologne just now. The first field goal for the steal.
As I mentioned, Lauren Taylor just being really aggressive in that forward position.
That was just some good offense by the steal right there. Sydney Shaw had a lot of rotation on that 3 ball. It was a little short, but then the Crown don't do any movement, don't grab the rebound. And Sydney Shaw grabs her own rebound on a shot that didn't even touch the rim. And then gets it over to Ariel Cologne for an easy deuce when Ariel Cologne was standing all by herself at the layup, for the layup.
Yeah.
So now it is a 1-possession game as the Crown lead 45-42 as the Steel just go on a 5-point run right there.
Yeah, I definitely think that was a statement right there for the Savannah Steel. They're doing a really good job of coming back into this game, making the easy plays, making the easy passes. And right now, this is the 1-possession game.
Right, and we're seeing, if you're looking at the bench right now, for the Steel, you're seeing Coach Ross just really pump our hands up, telling this team that y'all have to get going. Y'all need to move the basketball. Y'all need to be aggressive. Let's play a little faster. We're coming out a little slow. So on the other side of the ball, I wonder what Coach Stafford Odom is telling her team as we just watched the Savannah Steel go on that 5-point run.
Yeah, take care of the basketball. That's something that I mentioned earlier on here as well. They have right now 8 turnovers maybe. I could be wrong. The stat sheet isn't quite updated yet, but they just need to take care of the basketball, lock in on the defensive end, and I think they can, because right now they're still up in this game. They just need to get back to who they are.
And do what they've been doing in that first half the Steel just coming out more aggressive, and it's been very interesting to see them become that third quarter team that we didn't know that they didn't seem to be in when we were playing. And a lot of that came with just them learning how to finish at the basket and do the things that they need to do to keep the game going and score.
For sure, and that's something that Coach Ross talked about yesterday, just talking about her team's identity. She said it says a lot. That you win yesterday says a lot about how hard they worked all week in practice, getting better, controlling the controllables, getting in and being disciplined was the focus. And I think that's what they're honing in on now, which is why they won that game yesterday, and which is why they're only down a possession in this game, executing late game and being disciplined.
And we're looking at that discipline as the Steel have now finally tied up the points in the paint, 20 all. So both teams have scored 20 points in the paint. Again, that coming from Michelle Onya, who has just been a force to be reckoned with in the paint. She has all her points in the paint, all 8 of her points. Olivia Cochran still yet to get on the board for the Steel, but the guards doing what they have to do. Lauren Taylor now with 12 points on this game to just bring her team forward even more and closer to getting that lead. Now, when you look at points off turnovers, it's still a double discrepancy.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, the Charlotte Crown has 7 turnovers to Savannah Steel's 13, which they need to get back to doing that, forcing the Savannah Steel to converting some turnovers. Or what I'm looking at mostly is the rebounding battle in between the Savannah Steel and the Charlotte Crown right now. 27 rebounds that the Savannah Steel has over the Charlotte Crown's 19. They have to clean up in that department, as they did win the rebounding battle yesterday, 50-49.
That'll be a turnover by the Charlotte Crown, and the Steel will get the ball. Lauren Taylor, cross-court pass to Shaw, it's a little too strong. Shaw was wide open, but Lauren Taylor had also made the move to make herself open as well. But that just shows you the type of teammates that the Steel are. Even when you're a team of scorers, like Taylor mentioned yesterday after that win, when you have a team of scorers, just knowing how to share the basketball was a big part of that win for them last night. As Onya, again, just being calm in the paint, taking her time, and getting her 10th point of this game.
Yeah, Michelle Onya just really making her presence felt on the offensive end.
Ayana Moore moves Chloe Welch out the way. And that will be an offensive foul on Moore.
Deja Lawrence has just been phenomenal, and you don't see it on the stat sheets and in the box scores all the time. She just does all the intangible things that really propels this Charlotte Crown team right now. She has 3 assists, more than any player on the Charlotte Crown team, which means she shares the basketball. She takes those charges that really brings momentum to the Charlotte Crown team, and I think that's what makes her valuable for this team.
Absolutely valuable for this team, as she is just helping her teammates out in every step of the way, every point in this game. Chloe Welch on the drive and draws the foul. That'll be on Lauren Taylor. That is her first foul of this game, or first foul of this game, excuse me. Ayana Moore does get her 3rd foul in this game earlier off of that offensive charge. Welch at the line. Welch gets her first to go. We're going to see Cochran, Turner, and Morrison come in for the Steel. And we're going to see McConnell, Moore, and Cologne take a seat. Hopefully Cochran will be able to get herself going in these possessions. Lauren Taylor with a good box out and rebound for the Steel. And Q Morrison fights through the trap to draw that foul on Diamond McDowell. That'll be her first foul of this game. Still inbound the basketball. Morrison's driving, dancing with Roberts. Gets the pass over to Turner on the outside, and Turner gets the 3 to go as she screams.
I mean, just a really good find by Q Morrison to find Harmony Turner open in that corner for a 3.
And the Crown can't, Roberts for the Crown can't commit to the cut. And Onya tries to get it into her, and it'll be a turnover by the Crown. Turner's bringing the ball down the floor for the steal. Turner with the floater, and she gets that, and she just continues her dominance on a 5-point run for her by herself for the steal.
Yeah, I think she's found her stroke. She got a little swagger about herself right now.
And she's just a swag type of player. She always has that energy. Onya takes a shot and can't get it to go. And the momentum just with the steal right now. Chloe Welch for the 3 and can't get her shot to fall. And now the steal in transition. Harmony Turner again, but can't get her shot to fall. And she kind of got the steal instead. Okay, she's trying to get a little flashy, get some passes to Olivia Cochran. Maybe Cochran's hand, she's like, just give me a regular pass. I'm still trying to score myself.
But no, really good energy by Harmony Turner coming off the bench.
Q Morrison grabs the rebound for the steal. Morrison slows it down, and now is calling a play. Good bounce pass through the trap. Sydney Shaw for the 3, and she gets that, and it's just raining threes for the steal between Turner and Shaw.
And that's what you want to see if you're the Savannah Steel. Getting back to their brand of basketball, they have so many scorers that can, you see it, they're bringing in so many different pieces right now. They have 24 bench points.
Good defense by Morrison on Welch. And the Steel controlled the basketball. Just some energy plays by the Steel right now. Turner gets it in to Lauren Taylor. That'll be off the Steel. Taylor kind of lost it. And the ball will be heading to the Crown side of the court. Charlotte Crown are subbing in some players. We're going to see Deja Kelly, AD, and Reagan Richardson come in for the Crown. And we're going to see Deja Lawrence, Chloe Welch, and Diamond McDowell take a seat for the Crown.
I think both coaches are just doing a really good job of trying to manage how many minutes that these players play. I mean, like we mentioned, they played yesterday in overtime when they're playing today, and then they'll be playing again tomorrow. Charlotte Crown has to take a 5-hour road trip. So Coach Trisha Odom is managing those minutes between those players so that they're good to go for tomorrow's game as well.
And that was this drive by Deja Kelly to get easy dues to tie up this game 50-all. And for them to have an overtime, still having an overtime win last night, but this game is still this close. Just shows you just the caliber of these teams in this league, and this game, and these two teams specifically in this game. AD just weaving her way through the court and then pull up at the free throw line for a jump shot and makes it go in. Crown up 52-50. 3 minutes left to play in this third quarter.
I know shot might have gotten away with the travel right there.
A reach-in foul by Jasmine Roberts of the Crown off the Taylor drive. That foul will be on. That foul will be on the floor. And it was actually on AD, not Jasmine Roberts, excuse me. Either way, the Crown are still inbounding the basketball on the sideline. Turner to inbound. Harmony Turner driving on Richardson. Can't get it go. Pulls up for the three. Can't get that shot to fall.
Well, a heat check for Harmony right there. She's filling us up a little bit.
And that was just good defense by the Steel to force a turnover. I think the Steel need to take some time to really set up Olivia Cochran. They're running a lot. The guards are running a lot around her, but they're not looking down low to help set her up because she's putting a lot of work in down there. We need to see her get in there. And finally, they get the ball into Olivia Cochran. A pass by Q Morrison, and she gets the and one opportunity.
A sigh of relief for Olivia Cochran, her first basket of the night, which is a tale of two games because she went off yesterday, had 14 points in the paint. Hopefully that can get her going late into this third quarter and into this fourth quarter as well.
And I feel like we're gonna put that on the point guard, right? The point guards to really make those passes or get the rest of the guards in check to say, hey, before we run this pass, let's look down low. Let's see what Olivia's cooking with, because she's down there working, and when we just running around her, we're getting quick turnovers, and then we're having to watch her streak down the floor just trying to defend Grissett, who's, I mean, as tall as she is and as lanky as she is, gets down the floor in 4 seconds. And so Olivia Cochran is just speeding down the floor trying to get that. She gets her and one to go. 1 point game. Still lead 53-52. Richardson with the drive. Good defense by Olivia Cochran. Now Sydney Shaw streaking down the floor for the steal. Gets it over to Q Morrison for the three. Morrison can't get the shot to fall. Richardson with the ball. Crown moving it across the perimeter. Still control the rebound. Morrison looking into Shaw. Cochran can't get it, but gets it over to Shaw. Cochran yelling for help because Grissett was just ahead of her because Cochran was going up for the rebound on the other side. Looking for the steal to kind of slow the basketball down so Cochran can get a chance to get down there and get going. She doesn't get it to go. She does get the assist, though, out to Shaw.
I mean,
and Shaw will get the corner three.
We find Savannah Steel finds success when Olivia Cochran touched the ball. Even though she missed that layup, the fact that it was so much pressure brought into her, which allowed her to kick the ball out for a three-point opportunity, they have to get Olivia Cochran some touches.
Yes, and that's a shot clock violation by the Crown. Good help defense by the Steel. And we'll see Lauren Taylor come in for Olivia Cochran. Cochran getting a well-deserved break after just that momentum shifter she gave her teammates, even at her fatigue state, to get this assist to Shaw. Now Lauren Taylor will get into the game to just continue her dominance, adding to her already 12 points, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Morrison turns the corner, pulls up for the fade, can't get it to go. Deja Kelly commanding the floor. 10-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Kelly going off of Onya screen. And that'll be a foul going the other way on the rebound. It's Jasmine Roberts of the Crown. That'll be her third foul. And the 15th foul for the Crown.
I was just
And Morrison will be shooting 2.
An empty possession by the Charlotte Crown right now, 9.5. I think if you're looking at Coach Tricia, staff from Odom from across the way, I think she wanted something different. Maybe a Michelle Onya touch, at least is where they've been able to find some success with her. But right now you got the Savannah Steel going to the line, now up 4 in this game.
Rather than that, and that's just looking, we saw them they had a 3-point, the Crown had a 3-point lead at the half.
Exactly.
And so for that to be the change in this quarter, we're going to see how they outscored the Crown in this quarter once we get some updated stats. Q Morrison makes the first free throw. 9.5 left on the game clock for this third quarter. Steel now with the 57-52 lead. The foul count is 5-2, so any fouls that the Crown commit against the Steel will be shooting the basketball. And that was a big emphasis. They do get the rebound. There's a lot of bodies in there. But that foul will be against the Crown again. And now Laisha Petrie will be at the line shooting 2. That'll be on Deja Kelly. That is Deja Kelly's first foul. That tells me that I'm really wondering why she sat a lot in that first half, because I really feel like she did sit in that first half a couple times where she probably shouldn't have been sitting.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, when you talk about a 3-game series and these two teams playing as many players as they play, they have to manage those minutes better.
And that's the Steel just being aggressive. Defensively, they got the steal on Kelly. Petrie got the steal on Kelly. Tried to get her floater to go, couldn't get it to go. And then just some offensive rebounding in there by the Steel. Lauren Taylor gets her rebound as well. Can't get her shot to fall. Onya does control that in the end, but the clock runs out. So that is 3 quarters down, 1 quarter left to go. Real quick, what did you see in the end of that third quarter right there?
I think that the Steel did a really good job of disrupting Charlotte. As we mentioned, they were down 3 going into the half. Now they're up 7 points. They were able to get some interior touches, kickouts for the 3-point opportunities by Shaw. I think Q brought some extra energy that the Steel needed as well. So moving forward, I think the Charlotte Crown just needs to adjust going into this fourth quarter.
And we hope they will. When we come back, we'll see what adjustments the Crown are making to get themselves back into this game after being down 7. 1 quarter left to play. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
And And you're back watching Savannah Steel basketball, where the Savannah Steel lead the Charlotte Crown 59-52. The fourth quarter is underway. The Crown do start with possession of the ball. Petrie playing some tight, tough defense on Richardson. We're going to get the foul call. That'll be Petrie's second foul on Richardson. Richardson doing really well with sticking with it. That foul is on the floor. That would be the first team foul for the Steel in this quarter. Crown look to inbound it. Welch just trying to dance with Morrison. Kelly driving on Shaw. Gets her floater to go. And the Steel still lead 59-54. But those are the first points of this quarter.
And also
for any team.
only the sixth paint point for the Charlotte Crown. They had 20 paint touches in that first half. Now they only scored 6 this entire second half. So getting back to doing what they do best, getting in the interior, getting some layups. I think that's how Charlotte Crown is going to get back into this game. Right now, they have 26 paint touches. Only six paint points this quarter, or this half rather.
That'll be 2 quick fouls by Petrie. She gets that second foul right there. Petrie's still looking to get going. She only has 2 points in this game, which is not like her. She's 0 for 4 in field goal attempts, 0 for 1 from the three-point line. So she has only attempted 1 3, but does get the steal right there. Turner gets it over to Shaw. Shaw has to pass it out to Petrie. Petrie does take the 3, but can't get it to fall. So that was a missed opportunity for the Steel in transition when they were having a 3-on-1 opportunity. So how do you got to finish those?
Yeah, you got to capitalize on those. I think they tried to make the flashy play rather than the easy play, and it ultimately cost them.
Fulmore couldn't get her shot to fall, still heading the other way. Q Morrison driving, kicks it out to Shaw. Shaw playing cat and mouse with Kelly, but can't get her shot to go. And Harmony Turner just being aggressive on Fulmore, catches her off guard, but can't corral the basketball. But Coach Brown likes the aggressiveness. Maybe that'll provide a spark for this Steel team.
Yeah, Harmony Turner just bringing that energy that she does always. That doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but she's going to bring her energy and effort every chance she gets.
She has so much personality. She shows that at any point in a game. I mean, when she shoots, the finesse that she has, when she does score. That'll be a foul, a loose ball foul heading the other way. Lauren Taylor just doing Lauren Taylor things, being aggressive and giving her team the opportunity by rebounding the basketball really well.
She's making her way to a double-double almost. Right now she has 9 rebounds in 12 points.
Still couldn't get that shot to fall. Crown control it.
Second left.
Good hands in there by Shaw, but the Crown keep it, get it over to Richardson, and she makes the 3.
Richardson,
game tie 59 all.
Richardson was a little quiet, but that big time 3 to tie the game up. Richardson, she just always comes through in the clutch.
Some easy bunnies not falling for the Steel. Momentum kind of up in the air. No one fully has control of it. Morrison takes the shot, can't get it to go. Lauren Taylor with the offensive rebound and the putback. And there goes her double-double.
There
That's
goes her
10th
double-double,
rebound,
yep.
and she has 2 more points to her already 12.
Lauren Taylor is just a dog. As I mentioned yesterday, she's one of those diamond in the rough type of players. Played at FGCU her last year and dominated
And
for
I mean,
FGCU.
Lauren Taylor getting in there again for the rebound. It will be a foul on Fulmore for the Crown. And we're going to see Cochran, McConnell, and Moore come in for Morrison, Turner, and Lauren Taylor taking a well-deserved rest. Olivia Cochran coming in now, and now we see Anya in the game as well. So Olivia Cochran having to fight for every point that she attempts. But let's see if she can get herself going after she took her well-deserved break after getting some momentum going for the steal before she went and sat down. McConnell for the three. It's short. Kelly just corrals it. Kelly passes up to AD. AD on the drive. Gets the and one opportunity after Cologne fouls her while she goes up.
AD is just tough.
And she's quiet too, like she doesn't show too much passion when she does it. She's like, this is just another day in the office for me.
Yep. AD just lets the game come to her. Does all the intangibles.
AD practicing her shot at the free throw line. Gets the and one to go. Now the Crown have a 1-point lead over the Steel. This game already looking eerily similar to last night's game one. This is the fourth quarter. Cologne with the drive, the spin. Cochran with the nice offensive rebound for another second chance for the Steel. Looking to get some movement. That's going to be an offensive foul by Moore. And the Crown will have the basketball. That is Ayanna Moore's fourth foul in this game. Second offensive foul off of a charge. We're going to take a timeout as the Steel kind of discussed, then Coach Brown discussed what they need to do after they have given Charlotte the 1-point lead, 62-61, 5:46 left to play in this fourth quarter. We'll see what happens when we come back. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball on for the UPSHOT League.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
And Welcome back to Market Arena, where the Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 62-61. 5:46 left to play in this fourth quarter. Crown are inbounding the basketball. So far, the Charlotte Crown have outscored the Savannah Steel 10-2 in this fourth quarter so far. Lauren Taylor with the take, gets it to go, and that'll be another 2 points for her.
Lauren Taylor just continues to be aggressive on the offensive end and making her presence felt.
That ball will stay with the Crown. Crown looking to inbound the ball. Welch gets in Onya. Spin from Onya. Can't get her shot to go. Lauren Taylor tried to grab the rebound, but fell.
AD with 2 back-to-back buckets.
Right, AD does get that rebound and puts the shot back up.
AD's coming alive in this fourth quarter. That's what I want to see from AD.
Lauren Taylor and Olivia Cochran trying to get some discussion going and get some talking going as they try to get the ball into each other. Post C, post player, so they were definitely looking for each other. That ball was just overpassed by Taylor into Cochran. Richardson loses the handle, but AD saves it. Deja Kelly moves McConnell off of her.
Said too small.
Said McConnell was too small.
As you can see, the Charlotte Crown are coming alive. They've taken this lead, 5-point lead over Savannah Steel right now.
That basket is not going to count. It'll be on the floor by Richardson.
It's crazy to see the Crown were outscored 22-12 in the third quarter. Now they're outscoring the Steel right now. I don't think they want to drop another one here in Savannah before having to take a 5-hour road trip back to Charlotte.
Right. And I think the Steel are looking to get another win because they don't want to take that 5-hour road trip to Charlotte off a loss either. Sydney Shaw just being patient with the basketball and gets her shot to fall. And now it's a 2-point lead by the Crown, 3-point lead by the Crown, 68-65. Kelly just doing Kelly things again, gets her another shot to fall, just getting to the rim and being tough at the rim. Morrison with the ball in the corner, moves up to the wing, drives. McConnell with the reverse layup attempt, doesn't get it to go, but does get the foul call. That foul will be on Onya. McConnell at the line. That is Onya's first foul of this game. So Onya is a post player that we see and a forward that we see that plays really well without fouling, which is very good when you're looking for a player. You're looking for that type of player, especially in the WNBA, who can move without the basketball, be aggressive, be that point forward in a sense, position, and not foul on top of everything else.
She's long. She's 6'3". She can use her length and her height to really disrupt the defenders and cause them to miss shots. So she doesn't have to do a lot of fouling. She can just use her length.
McConnell does get one to go. The 70-66 lead for the Crown. 2:54 left to play in this game. That's good. A good take offensively by Richardson, better defense by Taylor. Lauren Taylor driving on Deja Kelly. Kelly with some good hands to get the turnover. Kelly driving, pulls up for the jumper, and gets hers to go. Kelly is a really good transition player, and we know what she can do in transition, and she has been doing it. I mean, Kelly now has 12 points in this game, and that's not even counting the 4 that she just made.
Yeah.
So add that, she is 16. And I mean, she's moving. That's what she does in transition. How do the Steel turn around and stop her in transition? What do they do to stop the transition baskets by the Crown altogether with 2.5 left to play?
I mean, they just have to take care of the basketball. As you can see, that was a turnover right there, and Deja picked it up to make this basket on the other end. But that's just what this Charlotte Crown team does. They get out in the open floor, and that's where they really find their bread and butter. As you can see, Deja Kelly got hyped because that's exactly where she excels in that mid-court range.
I mean, her hands must have been hot.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what the Charlotte Crown likes to do right now. They've taken this lead between her and AD. Those two, I watched them play in that Jacksonville Waves game, the debut game of the UPSHOT League, and they were just really, really good. 31 points by Deja Kelly, 14 rebounds. This is not something that Deja Kelly is just now doing. It's something that she's been doing since her days at UNC, her days at Oregon. So she's just picking up right where she left off, and has she's been this entire season so far.
Well, we're going to see if Deja Kelly continues her dominance or they still figure out a way to kind of stop her and the Crown in transition when we come back. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
And we're back at Enmarket Arena where the Steel have already inbounded the ball. Megan McConnell on the drive gets it over to Olivia Cochran, keeps the ball high. Gets her and one opportunity after getting the foul on Onya. And now Cochran will be at the line after getting that and one, adding 2 points to the score for the Steel, and now trying to complete the three-point play.
And she put our muscles and flexed on them one time. Only 5 points in this game by Cochran, but that was a big-time bucket for Olivia Cochran.
That wasn't big-time bucket for Olivia Cochran, excuse me. And she just hopefully will continue to go for this team, finally getting her some points in this game. 3 points, add those 2, that makes 5, hopefully getting this other opportunity because her first few points of this game were and one opportunities as well. Cochran gets the shooter's touch on that one and completes the three-point play. Now Olivia Cochran has 9 rebounds and 6 points in this game. AD driving on Shaw, getting past the midcourt stripe. Shaw playing some tough defense on AD. Shot clock down to 10. 7, 6, 5. Kelly looking to drive. Kelly has to pull up at the 3, can't get it to go. Cochran with the rebound, her 10th rebound of this game. Morrison just driving down the floor now.
And that's where the Savannah Steel made a really huge difference in that game yesterday. They were really good on the defensive end, forcing Charlotte deep into the shot clock, and that's what they did there for a turnover. They're now down 3, 1 possession ball game.
That foul will be on Lauren Taylor. It's only her 2nd foul of this game. But Lauren Taylor with a total of 11 rebounds in this game so far and 16 points. Hugh Morrison and Deja Kelly playing some cat and mouse right there, and that ball will be out on Morrison.
Well, it's under 2 minutes. I was about to say it's under 2 minutes.
Call at this point. They want to see a replay. I don't know if they're going to see it. I don't think they're going to show the replay, so Coach Brown deciding not to challenge that. Oh, here's the replay. Maybe there could be a different angle. We're not sure yet. Okay, the referees just decided to just change their minds, and it'll be Steel basketball.
I think the Steel might have gotten away with the replay up there without actually using a challenge call.
They get the replay. The referees decide to look at the replay as it happens instead of just going on with the game. So then the Steel get that call. Okay, well, they're going to officially review that call now. So while they review that call, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll see what the call is. You're watching Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarken Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarken Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
So we're back. Welcome back to Enmarken Arena, where the Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 72-69. There wasn't much to overturn that call, so the ball will remain with the Steel after that challenge and replay. Again, coaches can challenge calls, only inbound calls, but they can challenge those type of calls with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I don't think there was a necessarily coach's challenge. I think the referees just decided to go back and look at it. But the ball will, again, remain with the Steel, regardless of the challenge. There wasn't much to overturn that call after they had made the decision to give it to the Steel in the first place. Shaw had to bring the ball down the floor for the Steel. Shaw driving, can't finish her shot. Kind of feel like she tried to avoid Deja Kelly right there. And, I mean, again, Deja Kelly was falling technically before Shaw even got up, so Shaw didn't have to worry about her. But maybe that was a part of the defensive tactic by Kelly. Lauren Taylor with some good hands, but can't fully corral it. Grissett does keep the ball for the Crown. 1 second left in the shot clock. She has to throw it up. That will be a shot clock violation as it doesn't touch anything. So the Steel will have to take the ball out, but it will be Steel basketball.
as we mentioned, Destiny, another shot turnover for the Savannah Steel. Now they're going the other way. As we talked to Coach Ross yesterday, she said in that OT huddle, defense is going to get us through this, and that is what they're doing tonight. Being disciplined, putting defensive pressure on the Charlotte Crown. They don't want to lose this basketball game, despite being down a possession right now. 56 seconds to go. This is anybody's game.
There was a substitution by the Crown. Reagan Richards comes in for Grissett, and then they send her back. Ayana Moore with the floater. 48.7 seconds left in this game. The Crown leads 71-72. I saw that there was a poll on the YouTube. Was this game going to go into overtime or not? And it was a 59-41 chance that people would decide what was going to be the call. It is a 1-point lead for the Crown. There is a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, I think at this moment, Coach Tricia Stafford Odom wants to talk it through. She doesn't want another missed possession like she had in that second quarter going into the second half.
So while she discusses it, we're going to take a break as well. When we come back, we're going to see what the Crown draw up to see if they're going to keep this lead. Will the Savannah Steel come out with some energy to get the turnover and take the lead in this game? We'll see. We just saw AD check in, so we're going to see when we come back. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 911.
And we're back in Market Arena where the Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 72-71. 40 seconds left in this game. The Crown do have the basketball on their side of the floor. Six-man making some noise for the Steel. Crown looking to inbound the ball. Can't get it in, so they call the timeout. So what would you have said that Coach Stafford Odom maybe drew up right there when we couldn't inbound the ball? So clearly the ball was supposed to go to Deja Kelly, and when they couldn't get it in, they had to call the timeout.
Yeah, at that point, you don't want to give up another turnover and 5-second inbound on the inbound play.
Right.
I think that the Steel just really did a really good job of taking away Deja Kelly. Obviously, we all knew that the ball was going to go to Deja Kelly, as she's been the primary ball handler in this game. So at this point, I think Coach Stafford Odom should get something going, some screen set, maybe see something going towards the basket, something going in the front court to avoid another 5-second violation. How many? They don't have any more turnovers either. I mean, I'm sorry, any more timeouts either.
No, they do not. And maybe that means either using Kelly as a decoy or getting somebody besides AD to take the ball out, because AD has been electric from the three-point line in this game for the Crown so far. I mean, AD is shooting 70% from the field goal. She's 50% from the three. And so she's just been doing what she needs to do. And she has 17 points in this game.
Well, if you're the Charlotte Crown,
only person more than that is Kelly herself with 18.
Yeah, if you're the Charlotte Crown, you just want to take care of the basketball. You're up 1 point right now. You're not looking for necessarily a three. You're just looking for a solid possession, maybe get something going towards the basket. I would not want to shoot anything outside if I'm the Charlotte Crown.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. So maybe we'll see. Okay, now we're seeing Deja Lawrence take the ball out. And then they have Reagan Richardson, Onya, Deja Kelly in the game, and AD. So AD gets the ball at the top of the key. Kelly comes to get the basketball, does get it. She drives on Shaw. They get an easy pass to Richardson. Richardson does get the foul on Olivia Cochran, who came down with her hands instead of being straight up keeps you from getting a foul. Coming down gives you a foul, so that'll be a foul on Olivia Cochran. That is her third foul in this game. That stops the clock at 31.9, and Richardson at the line shooting 2.
Yeah, I think that was just a really good job by Reagan Richardson in getting to the basket. They had to get something going downhill to avoid anything outside, resulting in the long rebounds and allowing the Steel to get out in transition and get going. Right now, they just need to get to the free throw line. Maybe she can split this pair right now.
That 6-man doing its job. Richardson misses the first. Grissett coming to the table to check in. She's getting the shooter. She misses the second. Cochran gets the rebound, and then Coach Brown uses her final timeout of this game with 30.2 left to play. Now Savannah Steel will have no more fouls to give, and the Crown have one foul to give. Richardson misses both those free throws. Quickly, what do you as the Steel do? So right now, to get these points, do you go in trying to get an and one opportunity? What do you do?
At this moment, I think they are advancing the basketball. Not sure which side of the floor they're going to get it on, but right now they have their starting 5 looks like in the game. They're going to keep the same players on the floor, but right now, obviously getting something going to the basket. Both teams have been doing a phenomenal job of points in the paint. 38 points in the paint by the Crown, 26 points in the paint by the Steel. I don't see the Steel coming out and shooting a 3. I think they get something going towards the basket, especially with a player like Olivia Cochran, who's just been doing damage in the interior.
Well, we'll see if Olivia Cochran does get that basketball in the interior. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
We're back at Enmarket Arena where the Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 72-71. Still looking to inbound the ball. 23 seconds on the shot clock, 30 seconds left in this game. Still get the ball into Olivia Cochran, who almost loses it, but saves it. Gets it back to the Shaw at the top of the key. Shaw is driving. Lauren Taylor fighting and doing what she does best to get in the paint, and does get the foul. So she'll be at the line shooting 2. That is the 15th foul for the Charlotte Crown. That foul is on Grissett. That is Grissett's. That foul is on Lily Grissett. That is Grissett's 3rd foul in this game. 19.7 left to play.
I mean, just really a really good job by Lauren Taylor understanding time and situation. With 19.7 seconds on the clock, she knew that they needed to get to the basket, get to the free throw line, something on the offensive end. And right now, this is a tie ball game.
Lauren Taylor does make the first. I mean, and like the chat saying on YouTube right now, it is going to be 1 at the line. We're gonna get Reagan Richardson coming in for Lily Grissett as well. A defense to bring some defensive prowess for the Crown. Some rebounding at this point.
But don't let it be mistaken. There's still a lot of time for the Charlotte Crown to to win this game. Right now they have no timeouts left, however, so they do have to go the length of the floor.
There are no timeouts.
They call, I think it's a tech because they have no more timeouts. Wait, okay. Well, neither team has no more timeouts.
There are no timeouts. There's nothing to discuss. The referee saying, let's go. It's time to inbounds the ball. The crowd was calling for a tech because was there a timeout called and there's no timeouts left. But each team does get a reset timeout. 10 seconds left to play. Kelly with the ball. Morrison playing defense. A screen on Kelly still driving. Kelly can't get it to go. Onya with the rebound. Onya with a block. Cochran with a block on Onya. Cochran's just happy and elated. Still get the 73-72 win. Olivia Cochran doing Olivia Cochran things. And I mean, may not have had the points that she had in game one, but does turn around and make the defensive stop for the Steel to secure this win for the Steel. A back-to-back win for the Steel to get their fourth win of the season.
Oh my God.
Or third win, excuse me, of this season. Again, a 73-72 win for the Steel in back-to-back games in a 3-game weekend series. They will be traveling to Charlotte tomorrow night, though.
Wow. That was just all around really good basketball by the Savannah Steel. Really great possession, defensive possession by the Savannah Steel. And we talked to Coach Ross yesterday. She said it's going, if we're going to get this win, we're going to have to do it on the defensive end. And that's what they did, forcing the Charlotte Crown to 16 turnovers this game. They really upped the defensive end. They really upped the aggressiveness on the defensive end. Really good win for the Savannah Steel. That's 2 back-to-back wins, and now they're going to head, like you mentioned, head to Charlotte to see if they can seal this 3-game series.
And hopefully they will seal that 3-game series. Again, the Steel and the Crown will be heading to Charlotte for another matchup tomorrow night. And we'll see what the Steel and Coach Brown decide to do. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball. Congratulations to the Savannah Steel on this back-to-back win. Hopefully the Charlotte Crown will come with some more vengeance now. And let's see how well they play on their home floor as they get the opportunity to play for their 6-man this time as well.
Yep.
So you're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. I'm Destiny Hartwell alongside Alexis Pierce on the call for this game tonight. The Steel will not be playing at home until June 21st, so you got plenty of time to get your tickets if you haven't already. Make the 6-man even bigger. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.